Hi there. Today is Sunday, July 16th, and it is 8:52 p.m. I skipped yesterday. It takes a lot of energy to do these every day. I am trying my very best. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to record here because I don't seem to be very good at managing the storage on my iPhone. I mean, I've deleted all the files and apps that I can, and most of my stuff is, all my stuff pretty much is on iCloud or Google Drive or all those things, or Dropbox, but I guess those things themselves do take a lot of space. So anyway, I need to figure out, because what's going on, I need to somehow optimize the storage. I had talked about technology before. I didn't really get into the whole emailing thing and surfing the web until 2004. To be exact, I think it was March or April of 2004. My friend Jean, may she rest in peace, she passed away almost 4 months ago, my God, drove me to see a new invention at the time called the PackMate. It's now old news, but I do keep mine because it does me a lot of good. So it's kind of it's a PDA basically, and it doesn't have, it's not as advanced as our iPhones now and all that stuff, but I do keep it because it's versatile in many ways. It has threatened to die on me, but it still doesn't. Anyway, so I started emailing and web surfing with that in 2004, and then I kept at it until I got also, in addition to that, I got a Windows computer. I got a Dell, actually. I think it was a used Dell that a friend of mine had, and he gave it to me. This was in 2007, 2008. Then in 2010, I got a Dell. I actually bought a Dell and then printer combo, new, and that was nice. It was on sale. That's when I used to be a Windows person. This PackMate, by the way, is Windows based, but I'm no longer a Windows user because the speech on Windows is very cumbersome and it's very difficult to install. Now, that is my experience. The speech that Windows computers have is called JAWS, which is an acronym for Job Accessibility with Speech. And actually, when you install it, from the left of the screen, you see a shark, and then on the right, there's the JAWS logo, and then the shark moves and they meet at the center of the screen, and the shark eats the JAWS logo while there's just music going doom 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 doom, like the JAWS movie. Anyway, but it's very difficult to install, and every time you get an update, it costs like $200 per update. So if you missed an update, you could spend up till $400. I mean, again, my experience may be different from other people's. It may be that I was JAWS illiterate, but that was my first experience with a real computer, and me doing things independently, and that was good for the time being. This was in 2010, and then in 2013, after my last hospitalization at St. Elizabeth's, I spent 3.5 days. Well, I went into the emergency room Thursday night, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday afternoon I left. I was at the psychiatric unit for the weekend, and I decided that because I was because I was so good at surviving the experience, I would get myself an iPhone. So I decided to get myself the iPhone that same afternoon, and that was my present for actually having tolerated and having gotten out of psychiatry in 5 days instead of a week or so. So, and then I've continued with the iPhone ever since. And then after that, I had been looking into the MacBook, either the Air or the Pro. And in 2014, I started looking at MacBooks. Of course, they're expensive, so I got myself a very nice one, which was not new, but it is early 2015, and I got it at Amazon, and it's been wonderful. Apple products have VoiceOver, which I think I've talked about before, and it is much easier to deal with because it already comes pre-installed, and so you don't have to worry about installing it. So, and it has improved considerably over the years. Every time they make an iPhone update or a MacBook update, VoiceOver seems to improve considerably. There used to be a conflict between Siri and MacBook. Siri and VoiceOver, because sometimes they would clash, and I didn't know who was talking. But now, in latest updates, they came up with the masculine Siri, the male Siri. So that's the one. This is the male Siri. So that's the one I have. VoiceOver has different voices, and the one I have is female. So now I know who's who. And I usually have the speech for VoiceOver turned off anyway because I have the Braille display. Now, not everybody has the Braille display, so, which is fine. So yeah, and then it comes to today I have the MacBook Air, and then I have the iPhone 6. I haven't ventured into the iPhone 7 yet because of the headphones issue. I have to get that clarified, and I guess the only way to do it is to go to an Apple store and see the iPhone 7 at work. So yeah. So that has been a very short story of my journey with technology. Of course, my reading machine that I think I spoke of, the Sarah machine I've had. Before that, I had a machine called the Reading Edge. The Reading Edge was a much bigger machine. I got it in 1997 up till 2007 or something like that, and it served me very well. And then my spiritual director, actually, and boss at the church I work at St. Ignatius, I work there as a cantor. I used to work there as a cantor. Now I help the Latino community on a regular basis. Anyway, but he was kind enough to help me purchase the Sarah because it cost like $2,000. And he got a discount for employers that want to make the lives of disabled employees much more comfortable. Yeah, so that is the scoop. I am going to end now before this runs out of memory. I do have a Patreon page that I started a week and a half ago. I'm gonna try and do my very best to continue these daily videos, and I hope I have new things to tell you, like new concerts coming up and new CDs coming up, but I'm gonna need money for that, so I need for things to really work out my way for a change. But thank you so much. You don't have to go to the Patreon page, but if you want to, I delineated some of the goals I have with any pledges that I may receive, mostly for my music, for a lot of things that I have planned, and a lot of dreams that I have. I don't have an agent or a tour manager, so basically it's up to me. And also for ongoing psychiatric care that I still need. Thank you so much. So if you want to go there, that's fine. If not, thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.